All right, Shalom. Kahalaim La, Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, Bashim Rakakodash. Double honor to my apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Bless peace and love to all our brothers doing this work and truth is sincere. Shalom. This is the brother Batak back at you again through the Spirit. And I'm going to give a little willingness lesson that's edifying. This is the word on crime. It says sinfulness, infraction of the laws of the Most High. So, I wanted to do a lesson concerning crime and who's the top criminal or who's the man that is full of sin, which we all know that is talking about the so-called white man. And I just wanted to point out a family of criminals, known as the Borgia family. I just wanted to read a couple of their crimes right here, that is in the scriptures. A little willingness edifying. Because the so-called white man is nothing but a fucking criminal. But he has the audacity. He has the hypocrisy. Because he's a big hypocrite, too. He has the audacity to lock somebody up for committing a crime. But he's the number one murderer. He's the number one killer. He's the number one thief. He's the number one liar. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 13. I'm going to read on down. It says, "Thou shalt not kill." How did he get America? He stole it. And he killed the people that lived here. Verse 14, it says, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." This devil has done that. During back in slavery, they would take Jacob's wife that was, she had a man. Technically, she had her own husband. And they'll take her and they'll rape her. They didn't spare the young, the old. They didn't care. They showed no mercy. Verse 15, it says, "Thou shalt not steal." How did he get America? He stole it. He stole it. He didn't get it righteously. He didn't purchase it. He stole it from the Native American Indians and Seminole Indians and Issacharites, man. It says, "But thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor." And verse 17 is a very important thing. "Thou shalt not covet," because what did these devils do when they got over here? They coveted. It says to desire or wish for inordinately or without regard to the rights of others. So he coveted to lust after. He seen the gold that was here, because there was a lot of gold here in America. And the Native Americans, they had a lot of gold. And he desired that. He coveted to have that gold because he's a bloodthirsty, money-hungry bastard, man. So when he seen the Native Americans with all the gold, he most likely, he took that. He killed them and took the gold, So going back to the scripture, "Thou shalt not covet." Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Who had he coveted? He coveted the land he coveted his land, America, even though it already belonged to the so-called Indians, man. It says, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife," and that's what he did that also when he raped. He seen a woman that he liked, he took her and he raped her. No regards to if she had a man or nothing, because he didn't care. It says, "Nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's." See, and Esau broke every last one of these rules. You can't covet after somebody else's stuff, man. You can't desire it. Oh, wait. What the scripture says, "Thou coveted fields and take them by violence." Let me get that real quick. This is a real quick Habakkuk 2:9. It says, "Woe unto him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil." So this devil, he coveted all of the things that he has gotten, especially this land. I'm focusing primarily on the land of America. He's seen this land as a prize to him, something that he really wanted to establish his new world. Come over here and destroy this world, destroy this land. And that's what he has done. Micah 2:2, it says, I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, woe unto him that devises iniquity. Iniquity is sin upon sin. It says, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Why? Because the Lord gave this devil the authority in the earth for a period of time. Verse 2, it says, and they covet fields. They desire fields. They desire land and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. Because, everybody knows the history of America. They took this place, everything in it. They stole it. The gold, all the gold that was in Fort Knox, I believe. They stole all of that. It was a lot of gold over here in America. They put up gold mines, silver mines. They completely robbed America of its resources. Because back then, they had a lot of miners. They was trying to get the gold and oil and things like that. Because America was a very rich land. It had a lot of resources. And it still does. But, mainly Esau has sucked America of its precious resources. Mainly gold because, they have all the gold now. They got all of the gold now. And if you do find gold, it's probably little bits and pieces of gold because all of the big things of gold, the big stones of gold, them devils got it locked up in their vaults. And silver also, they don't rob the earth of the silver. This devil took everything. It says so they oppress a man in his house and even a man in his heritage, right? So those Indians, man, you was oppressing them. You was vexing them, man. You was putting them in a very uncomfortable position. With the smallpox and the Gatling gun, waging war against a people that was full of peace, that gave you, open arms, man. They greeted you with open arms and with respect and courtesy and charity, and you put a knife in their backs, man. You're gonna pay for these crimes. Verse 3, it says, therefore, thus said Yahweh, because against this family do I devise an evil, from which they shall not remove your necks, neither shall you go haughtily, for the time is evil. So the Lord is preparing evil for you, the nation of Edom, because you desire evil, man. You're an evil man. So the Lord gonna give you the fruit of your doings. I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna go to another precept. This is John 8:44. It says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. So that, from the beginning of time, going all the way back to Cain and Abel, Cain rose up and killed Abel all out of envy because the Lord accepted Abel's sacrifice and then didn't accept Cain's. Because Cain did something that was rebellious and the Lord didn't respect it. And he envied Abel because the Lord accepted him. So he rose up and killed him and then lied about it, man. You Edomites, y'all come in the same spirit, man. You're a murderer, man. You murder people, man. It's in the last 3 days, man. I seen this video earlier about this young Jake. Well, I don't know if it was a Jake or not. A 13-year-old boy. He was running from the police in Chicago, and the Edomites just straight gunned him down, man. Shot him right in the upper chest. Then go ask, where y'all shot you at? The little man was 13 years old, man. These Edomites been going on a killing spree, man. These devils love shedding blood, man. It's a scripture that says this is one of the Lord things the Lord's hate. This is Proverbs 6:17. It says, you know what, Shalakia, I'm gonna go back to that. Let me finish this one. For John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is the liar and the father of it. So he lied from the beginning. You know, you can't trust this Edomite, man. He's a liar. He the one that killed his brother and then lied to the Lord about it. Like, what the hell? Like, the Lord didn't know you killed Abel, man. Come on, man. These devils can't be trusted. This is Proverbs 6:16. It says, these 6 things do I hate. Doth Yahweh hate? Yea, 7 are abomination to him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. Edom sheds innocent blood by the force of the sword, man. Hey, the scripture says what? By thy gun shalt thou live. This devil will shoot a 13-year-old because he's scared for his life, even though he has a vest on. There's no justification in shooting a 13-year-old boy that was running away from you. You didn't think to pull out your taser? Maybe a taser would have got him to stop running? No, he didn't think about no damn taser, man. Shoot to kill. Shoot first, ask questions later. That's the spirit of these Edomites, man. He gonna shoot that's the spirit of an Edomite. Shoot, he shot the man, and they gonna say, where I shot you at. Fucking devil, man. You gonna pay for this. You gonna pay for these crimes, even though in their eyes they justify their crimes. Wait, the scripture says what? Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Let me say that. Let me get this real quick. This is Zechariah 11:5. It says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that say of them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. So our possessors, you know, they slay us, they kill us, and they hold themselves not guilty, man. You know, a cop will shoot a Jake, and he gets, you know, paid leave. He gets a recommendation. It's a wicked society we live in. That's why the Lord is finna come do away with it. This is verse 18. It says, a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that is swift to run into mischief. So this is why the Lord hates Edomites. Let me get that. You know, I'm gonna knock the dust off of that because I haven't brought that out in a while. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. It says, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste, for the dragon is of the wilderness. So the nation of Israel has indignation. Hey, the Lord has indignation to this devil forever. The word indignation means righteous anger. Let's go get it. Indignation. It says fury, rage, disrespect, indignation, displeasure, and provocation, cause for indignation. The Lord is furious with these devils, man. Unworthy, be angry, or displeased at. The Lord is displeased at these Edomites, man. Unworthy. Okay, a feeling, here you go. A feeling of righteous anger. Yes, it is. There it is. A WordNet always got them good definitions, man. They be on point on WordNet. But, you know, the Lord has a feeling of righteous anger. So the Lord has righteous anger, indignation against the Edomites forever. This is verse 4. It says, wherein Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Therefore, thus said Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. That word in the Hebrew is gabal. Salakia. Is it? Let me go see. I believe it's gabawal. It means territory. Let me go see. What scripture is that? Malachi 1 and 4. Okay, this is the Hebrew. It's not. I'm not too much familiar with the Syrian Hebrew, but I'm sure it's Gabawal. Yeah, Gabawal. It means border. It means territory, boundary, region, territory. So at the end of the day, it means territory. So they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. What that means, border means the Gabawal, territory. So wherever the Edomites is a territory of wickedness. And the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. So the Lord has righteous anger against the Edomites forever. And I'm going to get this about Amalek, because the Lord said he has a this is Exodus chapter 17 verse 14. It says, and Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from up under heaven. I'm a slack you. I'm gonna start up here at verse 8 and 9. It says, and Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go out and fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand at the top of the hill with the rod of God in mine hand. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him, and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. And it came to pass, when Moses held up his hand, that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up on his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. And Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly. What that word utterly means, let's get that real quick. Hope I'm not losing you brothers, man. The reason why the Lord gonna put these devils out from under the earth, because of their crimes. And they're, truly, plainly, outspokenly. I was looking for completely. Yeah, here we go. See, WordNet always got me. Completely and without qualification, used immorally as okay. So he said completely. Morally means completely. So it says, for I will utterly, which means completely, put out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nis, which is, in the Hebrew, Yahweh something, I'm not sure what that is in Hebrew. It says, but he said, because Yahweh had sworn that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And that's what I wanted. These devils, they have committed a lot of crimes, and I just want to get real quick the crimes of the Borgia family. I'm going to read them. I'm not going to get into detail, but this is at Wikipedia. It says, I got it pulled up on my laptop. It says the Borgias became prominent in the ecclesiastical and political. No, that's the wrong verse. Salaki. It says especially during the reign of King of Alexander IV, I believe. They were suspected of many crimes, including adultery, which is against the scriptures, incest, which is against the scriptures, simony. Not sure what that is. Let's see what that is. Simony says. What is simony? Simony. Simony is the act of selling church offices and rolls or sacred things. Okay. It says theft. That's a major crime of the scriptures. Bribery. That's another one. And murder, especially murder by acidic poisoning. So those are some of the main crimes of the Borgia family. I ain't want to get all into detail of that, but, because it's something that you can look up on your own. But I just wanted to go over the crimes of the Borgia family because the spirit of an Edomite is adverse to everything that is right or just or right or righteous. So they're totally adverse to the scriptures, you know. But, I ain't want to make this lesson too long. Lord willing, it's edifying, through the spirit. The Lord is going to get rid of the existence of Esau because he's a man of sin. Oh, the man of sin. He's that man of sin, that man of crimes, that violent person that was accustomed to evil. That man of sin is Esau, that it speaks about in the book of Thessalonians. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." That word perdition means destruction. Condition of damnation, spiritual ruin, state of the souls of the wicked. Well, I'll read that one. Utter destruction, utter ruin, great harm, death, fact of being lost or destroyed. So he's the son of perdition, which is the son of destruction, ruin, great harm, death, loss. Everything that is adverse to anything good, man. Is what these devils, that's their heart, man, So with that, man, the son of perdition is talking about Esau, and he gonna have to pay for his crimes. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Rakakwadash, double honor to my apostles and to the others, great millstone. Much peace and love to all the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity. I want to say shalom, Kwam Yashala, Wa Ba Ba, Wa Abad, Adawam, shalom.